Hey guys, today we're going to learn about el alfabeto, which is the Spanish alphabet. We have to learn the letters and the sounds before we can read or write in Spanish. So here we go. Before we get started, I'm just going to let you guys go over a few things when you're taking notes, whether you're writing them down or whether you're filling in a PowerPoint or a Google slide. Whenever you see something that's underlined here, okay, you're going to write it down. If it's highlighted, it's a key point. You're probably going to see it again. Okay, so both underlined and highlighted notes are important. So example, if I were to give you a copy of this slide and this was missing and it's underlined, then you would type that in. Okay, and then this would be underlined, so that means if you had a test, you probably need to study. Okay? Alright, so let's get started. We have el alfabeto. Okay, in Spanish, el alfabeto is also called abecedario. When you pronounce the first four letters of the alphabet, you will see Y. Okay, so if we say A, B, C, D, okay, abecedario. That's why it's called abecedario as well. Okay, none of their letters are different from English. However, there are some double letters that are considered to be separate letters of the alphabet. The Spanish alphabet consists of the same 26 plus ñ for a total of 27 letters in the Spanish alphabet. Okay, so if you guys can see, el alfabeto is called el abecedario. It's underlined. Make sure you guys type that in. None of the letters are different from English. Make sure that's typed in, and note that there are 26 plus ñ for a total of 27 letters in the Spanish alphabet. Okay, those are all important things. All right. We're going to go over the alphabet. So here's your reference sheet. You guys can actually click on that and it should pop up in a different screen. I'm going to keep mine small for recording purposes. So this is a letter. We have the same letter that we do in English. Okay, all the letters are the same. This column here is how we say these letters in Spanish. So A is A in Spanish. Example of the sound would be Ana. B is B in Spanish, and the sound would be burro. C is Se, cancelar. That has two sounds. We'll talk about that later. Okay, I'm going to go through them really quick. So then you have D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, Ñ, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, or V, W, some people say W, X, Y, y Z. These are just additional letters here that we have in the alphabet that we use sometimes. We have the R, which is a double R, the Ñ, and the Ch, which is CH. Okay? All right. Then you have your vowel sounds. You have to remember that vowels only have one sound. They don't have the short sound like in English and the long sound like we do in English. They only have one sound, and that's the only sound that they make. Okay, so the letter A makes the A sound. It's actually the name of it. That's the sound that it makes. So you have A as in father, E as in egg, E as in meat, O as in woke, and U as in boot. Those are the sounds of the vowels. This is a video that I think would be good for you guys to watch. Make sure you guys watch it. Let me see. I think I have some time to play it for you guys. I'll play part of it and you guys can watch the rest.
Hey, Cosmo, ¿cómo estás? ¿Quieres aprender el alfabeto con nosotros? Órale, será fácil. Solo canta con nosotros. ¿Listo? 1, 2, 3. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Muy bien, Cosmo. Ahora vamos a aprender las vocales. Es algo diferente. ¿Estás listo? A, E, I, O, U. Con M es ma, me, mi, mo, mu. Con P es pa, pe, pi, po, pu. Con L es la, le, li, lo, lu. Muy bien. Otra vez. A, E.
Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and stop it there just for timing. But it's a good song for you guys to learn your alphabet, repetition, it's a catchy song, and it's something that you guys can remember. So make sure you guys check it out, practice it, and listen to it, okay? So moving on. We have consonants that change sound. So the C has two sounds that it makes, okay? And notice that this is underlined and highlighted. So the C makes a K sound if it's in front of an A, O, U, or consonant, okay? K sound. It makes the S sound if it's in front of an E or an I. Okay, so take some time to write that down, fill it in, and remember that it makes two sounds. Here's some practice for you guys to go over. You have CI, which makes the S sound, CA, which makes the K sound, CU also makes the K sound, and there's some other ones that you guys can do for practice, okay? Another letter that we have that changes the sound is the letter G. So it makes the G sound as in gorilla if it's in front of the A, O, U, or consonant. Okay, it makes the H sound if it's in front of an E or an I. Okay, so if it's GE, it'll make the sound like general. Okay, so two sounds, the G or the H. Here's some words that we can practice. You have GE, which is going to be género, which is a H sound. Then you have GR, which is a consonant. It's going to make the G sound, grado. Then you have gorila, which is a G sound also because it's in front of the O. And I'll let you guys practice the rest. All right, other consonants that change sounds. You have GUE, which is ge. GUI, which is gi. H is always silent. Okay, pretend it's not there. The example that I have here is hecho. I would not say hecho, I would say hecho. Okay, and the letter that makes the H sound is actually the J. Okay, like Jose, jalapeno, jardín, makes the H sound. It's always going to make the H sound. Okay, then you have B and V, which sound the same, almost like a V in English. So you have nueve, voz, victoria, viernes. X is rarely used but can sound like the Z or an H. You have Zenon and Jimena. And finally you have the Z, which sounds like an S, except in Spain where it's more like a TH. So if you were in Spain, you would hear people say zapato or bath, okay, but not here. Here we would say zapato, paz, Arizona. Okay, so make sure you guys take some time to write this down. If it went a little too fast, you guys can take some time here in class and or at home, and you guys can watch the video again, fill in the blanks. If you guys have any questions, you guys can reach me through Remind or email, and I will be happy to answer your questions. Now you guys are going to have practice, so you guys are going to go to your Nearpod assignment to help practice what you learned. If you guys need additional time and want to review this Google slide, please feel free to do so. Make sure you guys understand before you guys head on over to your Nearpod assignment. Okay, and that's it.